Have you ever wondered why the supplements or food weren't working for your pet's upset gut or diarrhea? I totally get it. I've been there. Even as a conventional vet years ago, I made some of this like same mistakes because I just didn't know better. However, through a true holistic approach, by asking better questions of why is the diarrhea there and going deeper into how everything is interconnected from the mind, the body, and even the environment and emotional health, I've been able to cure a lot of pets of frustrating gut health issues. So in this video, I'm going to be going through the key areas, the top 3 areas that may be keeping you and your pet stuck, going back and forth to the vet clinic for the same gut health problem, and give you a deeper insight into what you can do to finally heal the root cause for good. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm Dr. Katie Woodley, founder of The Natural Pet Doctor. I'm a holistic veterinarian who's on a mission to make sure that you have the tools, the resources, the support and guidance to truly find and heal the root cause of your pet's gut health issues so that you feel confident and empowered that you're doing all that you can to help your pets thrive naturally. If you'd like to learn more and continue on this journey with us, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell to be notified every time we post new content each week. So let's dive into some of the common mistakes that many pet parents and even veterinarians, I was one of them, may be inadvertently making that might not be actually healing the reason for why the diarrhea is there. So number one, we're treating only the symptom. So we're relying and thinking that metronidazole or the drug we're using is going to fix it. Now, here's my disclaimer. There's a time and a place for conventional medications. I'm not against them. We need them at times for quality of life and to help your pet. But we also need to be looking for the root cause at the same time. And what happens is we're not recognizing there's a reason or a root cause for why the symptom, AKA the diarrhea, is actually there. And also, too, we're not realizing the long-term impact that these drugs can have on the gut health and the side effects that can happen. And we have numerous studies now that show that just giving probiotics, reducing the intake of food for a day or two, and feeding easily digestible foods like white cod and butternut squash, they actually work just as well or even better than a lot of these drugs like metronidazole actually have on the body. And they don't come with the serious side effects or impairing the body long-term, making it harder down the road for you. If you want to learn more about what metronidazole may be doing to your pet's gut health long-term, make sure to check out our other video, Metronidazole, is it truly helping or harming your dog's gut health? By clicking that link. Now, number 2, what's the second mistake we might be making? Where we're not doing functional medicine tests. And I always say tests, don't guess. And this is where we can really dive in deep. We have a lot of great accessible functional medicine tests that you as the pet parent can order. But when we think about why is diarrhea there, we need to be looking at, okay, what's going on in the microbiome? So we need to assess that. And there's great tests from animal biome that you can use for your dogs and your cats to look and see, do we have an overgrowth of bad bacteria like E. coli or Clostridia that's impairing or creating resistance to your pet actually healing? Are we lacking diversity? And if we know these things, then we have a better chance of actually treating the right thing. And you're not just throwing money out the window trying all these different supplements. Also, too, we need to be assessing the terrain. It's about the gut lining. Is there a lot of inflammation? Do we have a problem with digestion? Is there a problem with the immune system? And Innovative Pet Lab is a great option that you can order directly from them also to see, do we have leaky gut, inflammation, digestion issues, local immune system problems? And we can see that all by just checking the stool, which is really helpful. So then you can also assess, did my pet actually heal at the root cause level versus just healing the symptom? Also, too, we want to be checking things like vitamin D levels. VDI is a key lab that does this, that makes it super easy on what dosages do we need to use, what if we actually need to dose, which is really important because we don't want to just give vitamin D because it's a fat-soluble vitamin and we can overdose very easily. But these levels are really important and key to the immune system working well. That immune system is closely connected to the gut. We know that 80% of the immune system is actually working with the gut. And if it's off, we can see symptoms like diarrhea. We also want to be looking for vitamins and minerals like B12 and folate. And your regular vet can run these blood tests. All we have to do is ask them. So, especially if you're dealing with chronic gut health issues, some of these tests, if you know your dog got in the trash or your cat ate something they're not used to and they're having acute diarrhea, we may not need to do these tests. But if you are going back and forth to the vet for the same health issue over and over again, we need to go deeper. We need to see what is that root cause. So making sure that your vet is assessing for these vitamins and minerals is really important because those B vitamins can get depleted really easily when we have inflammation in the large intestine. That's where B12 is absorbed by the body. If you have a cat or a dog that's prone to pancreatitis, there's certain enzymes and cofactors that are made by the pancreas that help the body absorb these B vitamins too. So we need to know, is your pet deficient? So then we know we need to supplement. And also, too, we do a lot of hair tissue mineral analysis tests. These help identify if heavy metals, if there's other areas of deficiency or excess that could actually be creating inflammation or placing resistance on that gut from actually healing that's now showing up as the symptom of diarrhea. So if you want to learn more about how to use functional medicine tests and the specific ones I mentioned here, make sure to check out our previous video, Integrative Pet Health Testing. Now, if you found something helpful so far in this video for your pet's care, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure to hit the bell to get notified when we release new content each week. And I'd really appreciate it if you shared and commented down below with other pet parents so that they can learn too to help their pets thrive. Now, the third mistake that happens all the time, and I'm guilty of this one too, years ago when I just didn't know better, is that we tend to use prescription diets for too long. Now, where I'm at with the natural pet doctor, I don't use prescription diets anymore because we have the ability to create food therapy recipes using whole food, minimally processed diets. And I don't really need to use these, but they're super common, especially for pets experiencing gut health issues. And if you're going to your traditional or conventional vet, now here's the problem with them. They tend to be a poor quality diet, and we're relying on what's called reductionist nutrition, where yes, they may be balanced, right, for the long term, but we're looking at not the individual ingredients. We're looking at this has enough magnesium, this has enough calcium, and we're forgetting about the synergistic properties of using whole food. So the problem is that we are reducing that nutrition down to the different individual vitamins and minerals, and it tends to be poorer quality ingredients that are being used because there is a cost concern for these bigger companies. So if we have a digestion issue, your pet's having a hard time digesting that food, and we're using poorer quality ingredients, it can create the perfect storm for your pet long term if they stay on these diets too long. Now, here's the other thing about prescription diets is that these diets are actually meant to be fed short term. So yes, if your dog or your cat has diarrhea or a gut health issue that's acute, short term, just happened, we need to get things under control, and you don't want to do a homemade diet of like the cooked white fish and a bit of butternut squash or a little bit of canned pumpkin, then yes, you can use these diets short term. But they don't have long-term studies to show that they don't create nutritional deficiencies or problems long-term. The food trials that you'll hear a lot of veterinarians and nutritionists talk about are only done for 6 months. And the parameters for passing that, saying that it doesn't create harm, are very minimal. And they don't really show us that it actually creates optimal health. It just shows us that that pet survives. So this is where, yes, you can use them short term. I don't want to scare you. If this is the only option or you're afraid to use homemade foods or a short-term diet that you can make at home, or you don't have guidance or support. But if you're wondering, should we keep this pet on this prescription diet for the rest of their life? There is no research behind it. That is really important to understand. Now, if you're not sure where to start, but you're really interested in learning more about what is a diet that's more species appropriate for making sure that we're supporting gut health long-term for your dogs and your cats, make sure to grab our free, simple guide to improving your pet's food by clicking the link below. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you may be like, oh my gosh, I've been making these. I was there too. But we can change that. And when we shift away from focusing just on symptoms and we step back to look at how everything is interconnected and we ask, why is something going wrong? We end up with a very different solution to healing the body rather than just using drugs or a prescription diet. And if you're feeling stuck with resolving your dog or cat's gut health issues, you're not alone. This is why we created our Healthy Holistic Pet for Life Blueprint program that takes the guesswork out of healing and supports you along the way in our private community, our weekly Q&As, and I teach you how to feel confident and empower yourself to really help your pets experience their best health possible. So if you need more guidance and help, you want to learn a little bit more and see if this is a good fit, make sure to schedule a call to learn more so I can connect with you and hear your story, see what you're going through, and make sure that what we're doing will help you get the results and the support that you're looking for. So that link is down below in our description, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. And thanks again for watching and taking time out of your day to learn more so you can do the best that you can to help your pets thrive naturally. I'm Dr. Katie Woodley, the Natural Pet Doctor. Until next time, I'll see you then.